All right, so let's talk about this new Alan Ritchson movie, Motor City. And I've got to say, I don't really have a lot to say about this movie. I think it has an idea that it tries to execute, but it just kind of falls short in every single aspect. So I'm just going to break down the four big things that this movie tries to do that I think it kind of underdevelops it. It tries to be a psychological thriller, but there isn't really anything psychological or thrilling about it because the narrative is so weirdly executed in its order of events, as in the first scene is kind of the last scene, but then you spend the whole movie learning how it gets to that point, but the way it's framed and set up is very confusing, so it leaves you a little lost and wondering what's going on half the time. And that is also due to its next thing. It's a silent movie. There isn't a lot of dialogue, but at the same time, there is quite a bit of dialogue for a movie with almost no dialogue. There is one character that I'm pretty sure had a line in every single scene that the character was in, and that was Shailene Woodley's character. I'm pretty sure she spoke at least once in every scene she was in. And it's so weird. So then, it's a silent movie that also has way more dialogue than you would expect. But then, from everything you see about it, it's also an action movie. But there isn't a lot of action. It is a movie that has all these ideas behind it, but it either has too much dialogue for it to be silent, or too little, thrilling action to be an action thriller. And so it keeps trying to border the line between all this mix of genres and also apparently be a bit of a mystery movie, but there's no real mystery to it. There just isn't a lot there, and what is there is underdeveloped, which makes the movie feel more bloated, because there's so many ideas thrown at the dartboard and they just couldn't decide on which one to stick with. And so it just feels so confusing, and you get a little lost in it because there's such a huge time jump during the movie that is subtly hinted at, but you are oh, wait, when did this movie start? And now it's ugh. It's just really hard to follow, and it's really unfortunate because, what it does really well for, a sequence, and then it's just a little underdeveloped for the rest of it. The action. There was one really good action set piece, I just don't think there was enough of it. And so, yeah. I had to break my, my usual format here because, I just couldn't talk about everything in sequence this time, because it's just one of those where it's all about the ideas of it, and I don't really have much to say otherwise, so I needed to mesh it all together. But in the end, this is a certified hot pocket hand grenade movie. I can't comfortably recommend this because there are so many better options for every single type of movie that this movie tried to be. There are better revenge thrillers, there are better action revenge movies, there's better silent minimal dialogue ones. It's just such, I wish it focused on one of its ideas and did that really well instead of bloating it with too many different ideas. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for Motor City. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on the movie if you've seen it or now you're planning on seeing it, which honestly, go for it. You might be entertained. And that's it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And on that, I'll leave you guys to it. Till next time. Bye.